Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to whoever is watching. Thank you for joining us in this amazing space. This is Tally Track Africa, and we are happy to have you. Today, I am joined by an amazing guest. But before we introduce him, hebu ingia hapo kwa website, go and check out your favorite nominee and vote for them. So we are introducing Mr. Japheth Githinji. Karibu sana to this amazing space. Karibu sana to Tally Track Africa.
Thank you.
We are happy to have you here.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for having me.
Yes, so my first question will be, who is Japheth Githinji?
Japheth Githinji is a man. Anyway, I'm a counseling psychologist, and I'm also a certified addiction professional. Today, December 2025, been practicing for the last 6 years. I'm also a father, a husband. I'm a father of 3, by the way. And I really have passion for mental health and assisting people with psychological issues.
Okay.
Because I've walked such a journey myself, and I know what it takes. Yes.
Interesting.
Thank you.
So you said you've walked the journey of addiction.
Yeah.
So can you walk us through that journey for you? How did you start? How did we get to this point where now you're talking about it?
Short version, long version, or compact version.
whichever suits you.
Yeah. Well, I grew up like a normal child, a normal kid. Went to boarding school quite early. But growing up, I had anxiety issues. Not that I knew then. Those ones I knew when I was already a grown up now on the journey.
Okay.
And in high school, I started using marijuana and tobacco. By that time, I had already started drinking. I used to drink my father's booze from as early as 9 years. Yeah. So I then enrolled for an economics and finance course in one of the big universities here in Kenya. That was in the year 2011, sorry, because 2010 is when I finished high school. 2011, I enrolled for that course. I was only 17. And being that young, coupled with anxiety issues, coupled with self-esteem issues, coupled with lack of identity, and so many other issues there, I chose a lifestyle of partying, drinking, and doing drugs and women, which didn't end up very well. So I got addicted, and I wasn't even able to graduate. I was supposed to graduate 2015. I reached my rock bottom. 2016, I started contemplating suicide. I adored dying. I wanted to die so bad, but I didn't. And by year 2018, I was really in a bad place, psychologically, mentally, physically even. I was about to technically die. And my dad saw it fit to take me for treatment in a rehab center against my will. And in the rehab center, after treatment, I really didn't know why I was an addict in the first place. Because all what people were telling me is I was an addict because I have niliwasikia vitu kama uko na damu nyepesi, ulikunywa sana. But I know people who kunywa sana, and why was I given damu nyepesi? So I really wanted to know what was up with me before I continued with life. And that's when I enrolled to do my courses in counseling psychology, and a separate one in addiction treatment and addiction counseling.
Okay.
I was trying to discover myself. So along that discovering myself is when I really felt I can do this with my life. I really felt from like I was even excited about it, and that's how my journey started. And I'm here now.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I also had a question. You said that at some point your dad came in
Yes.
and decided to take you to therapy.
Yes, after they had fought so much with my mom.
Yes. So, what can you tell a parent who has a child who is going through the same issue right now?
Not to tell them really, but there's something I can say about that. You see, as people, we love to save people who matter to us.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you care about somebody and you see them they're going through something, maybe drugs, grief, name it, you want to save them. And sometimes we do all what we can. But there's that what is beyond us. Okay. You see, sometimes there's wisdom in recognizing that this is now beyond me.
Okay.
This is now beyond my parenting. This is now beyond my own beliefs. This is now beyond what I really wanted for this person. That's where professionals like me come in. That is where a higher power comes in. And yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what would you also tell a person who is going through that season? You said that in 2016 you were not thinking about therapy. It was not even part of your agendas.
Even when I started healing, I was not thinking about therapy. It was not for me.
It was like, no, I don't want to be here. So, how did therapy impact you in a positive way? And how would you encourage someone else who is going through the same issue of addiction in the therapy so that they may receive the same help? Like, how did that journey change you? How did that journey change you in your perspective?
First of all, when I went for therapy myself, or when I went for treatment in rehab, the first thing that happened, I usually say this, but it is true, I added weight. Okay. Like, I was off drugs, not even for long. Within the first month, I realized I've added weight. Because by the time I was admitted, I was 49 kgs. And within 1 month, I had gained a considerable amount of weight. That's when it started clicking. Something was wrong. Something must have been.
Wrong.
Something must have been wrong.
Okay.
Then the other thing I can say therapy really helped me with is guilt. There's a lot of things I had done. For example, this degree I didn't finish. I had faked a graduation. So there are people who had come for the graduation and they know I have a degree in economics. So that was also weighing down on me. Because of my addictive ways, I had conned people money, I had done bad things to people. You see, I couldn't live with that. So I needed therapy to help me with that guilt. The other thing that therapy really helped me. Now, after treatment, you see, I moved on with my life. And during the COVID period, now I was almost 2 years sober. And my anxiety levels went over the roof. That was an awakening call because I realized that is how I had been feeling all my childhood. So therapy again helped me understand my anxiety. Where did it come from? How did it impact me? What kind of trauma is that? How do I overcome it? How do I process it? How do I live with it? How do I, improve the quality of my life? So, yeah. And the other thing, therapy helped me with esteem issues. A lot of things. Now I'm married, so therapy also helps me with
recovering your life.
So it's not just for the very bad things.
Yeah.
It's also for the things that I would want to go to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like putting you back on track. Kind of.
Putting you back on track, and even when you're on track, making the track merrier. Yeah.
Okay.
Making you better. It's a self-discovery. People confuse therapy or counseling as being you're coming to be told what to do.
Yeah.
No, you're not going there to be told what to do. You're going there to discover yourself. To a good therapist will help you meet your goals.
Okay.
A good therapist will help you walk to where you want to go.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So you've said something about traumas, and I think I want to go in that direction. What causes trauma?
Before I go to what causes trauma, I would like to talk about what is trauma. Trauma is not what happens. What happens is a traumatic event. For example, if somebody comes and breaks these glasses, and we are very shocked.
Yeah.
You may find the cameraman is used to that, so they may not. So a traumatic event has happened, but we have all reacted differently.
Yeah.
So trauma is actually what happens inside of you after an event.
Okay. Okay.
Or a series of events. So trauma is the pain or the wounds or the negative emotions that you live through, even after the events have passed and they are still affecting your life in one way or another, sometimes consciously, most of the times unconsciously.
Okay. Okay. So, growing up as children, even sometimes we react to things when we are grown up. This person is not okay. You know, sometimes you interact with someone and you're like, this is a reaction to something. Yeah. So, how can you tell that you are affected emotionally? Maybe you had a traumatic effect when you were younger. Maybe you were abused or you were beaten too much. How can you tell? Because some people it's unconscious.
Yeah,
It's not conscious.
Yes.
How can you tell that this is I have this thing inside me?
Response.
Yes. I have something inside me that needs to be treated. I need to talk to someone about.
Well, trauma manifests itself in various ways. It is first of all, it is a very complex situation. Okay. So there is, see it in straightforward, but there are simple ways you can know. So first telltale sign is usually hypervigilance. Okay. You know, hypervigilance could be either you are more alert than you should, or you are alert for no particular reason. And that comes out in various ways. It can come out as irritation, agitation, anger, all of those, like for something that does not warrant that. Yeah. The other thing is trying very hard not to remember what happened. Okay. Okay. Or avoiding reminders or situations that would remind you of what happened. The other thing, although this one may be now in some extreme cases, but in some cases too, is the content of your dreams when you sleep. Okay. You are constantly having nightmares over something, and it's recurring. The theme is recurring. There could be an issue. And the other thing is blaming yourself for something that happened a long time ago. You're constantly blaming yourself or blaming other people. You've not moved on from that. Okay. You're constantly living your life either blaming, saying, were it not for this and this, I would be very far ahead. But you're not far ahead, you're just seated there, but you're... yeah. So I wanted to keep it simple, but along those 5 things, you can tell when you're living in a trauma response state, for lack of a better word. Yeah. Okay.
How can you help someone who is in that state?
Well, the first thing about trauma and any kind of pain, it takes away your ability to view yourself as able to live without pain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you essentially you become the victim of your circumstances. For example, if you are bullied, you felt small. When you're an adult and you're no longer bullied, that feeling small, there are things you won't be able to do because you'll forget some of your strengths and some of your skills or some of your abilities. So the first thing is to try and remember that if you are abused, let's say sexually, you lost something.
Okay.
You lost your innocence. You lost your sense of safety and security. And you may believe that there is nothing good with you. You may believe that you are abused because of many things. So the first thing is to set safety within yourself that no matter what happened, you still an awesome person.
Yeah.
You're still that person. And the other thing that trauma does, it disorganizes events as they played out in your life.
Okay.
So the second thing you do is to try and organize them in a narrative form. That this is what happened, this led to this led to this led to this. So that will prevent a lot of confusion in your mind. Why is this happening to me? Why did this happen? So then the third thing you do is you process these events now. So for example, if this event happened, let's say for example, your mother abandoned you as a child. What did that mean to you? What did it make you think about yourself? Can we change that? What did that mean? What did that make you think other people think about you? Can we change that? Right? What did that make you think about the world in general? Can we change that? The other things we look at is how have you been coping with it? Maybe you've been coping with it negatively. Can we change that? Can we add some few, maybe positive coping mechanisms into that? How have you been handling your emotions? Because remember, in trauma, that pain is emotional, and sometimes you lose the ability to regulate your own emotions. So are you able to learn emotional regulation techniques? So we form help around that. And how do you move forward with this pain? This pain has already happened. You have been the victim of those circumstances for very long. Now you have the skills, we have processed it, but how do you actually move on? How do you actually now start making that pain work for you? How do you start creating your own story away from your circumstances? And let me tell you, it is doable. I've seen it happen. Not just with me, but with so many of the people I've worked with. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So I want us now to move on from the topic of trauma and addiction. I've seen we can dwell there for a minute, but I want to go to the side of family.
Yes.
Yeah. And family will look at the married people. Yes, you're married, so by counseling and by experience, we are doing it both ways. So I want us to look at why is communication so bad between married people? From experience and counseling. It's not double. Yes, you're getting double from this, from experience and from counseling. So why does communication get bad? Because it does not start bad. At some point it gets bad when you go more in.
Will you allow me to ask you a question so that I can answer
yes,
that?
Please. Yes,
for,
please.
For both of us, we are here. You're doing your job. I'm here because of my job. Yes. We had to pass through some form of training to learn whatever we are doing today.
Okay. Yeah.
See, people get married to adults who have been through training all their lives without. So the adult you're married to will communicate to you the way they learned from either their parents or their household. And not what they were told. It's what they observed or what they were reacting to.
Okay. Okay.
So you get two adults, and from the very onset, when they were growing up, the communication styles that were being used were that of hata msioshe vyombo
Sarcasm.
nitakuja ku
Amchome nyumba.
hata mchome nyumba. So you'll find this is the same wife who will tell the husband hata usifanye shopping. Si ulitufungulia supermarket. Because that is
Traumas again.
that is what?
So is that trauma? Is that trauma?
Not trauma really. It's we learn from our environment, and most of the times what we learn during our childhood becomes our reality.
Okay.
So there are very many married people. They are good people, but they don't know how to communicate. And communication isn't just knowing how to. It is practicing it and making it a part of you. Because remember, it's very hard to communicate healthily when you are experiencing negative emotions. Also, that is something we did not see. Most of us grew up and we know when emotions are high, people shut up and go to their bedrooms. When emotions are high, we fight. That is what we learned.
Yeah.
When emotions are high, we do this, we do that. So when you get into marriage, you're going to do the same thing. Not because you're a bad person or a bad wife or a bad husband, but because you have a lot of unlearning to do.
Okay. Okay.
It's just, I wouldn't call it trauma, but you learned some maladaptive ways that
you carry forward.
you carry forward.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to focus on two things in that area that you've mentioned. How to handle conflicts. So there's one partner. Let's first talk about this one, who shuts, and they will not talk about that thing again. Yeah, umemkanyaga, amekunyamazia, and we will talk again after 3 days and not talk about this issue. Yes. So how do you handle such a partner?
You are asking on behalf of the partner who has been shutted down upon, or
Both. The shatter and the shutting.
the shatter and the shutting?
Yes, both. Yes.
Well, basically, in such cases, is to understand the individual. Well, I'll go back again. Is to understand the individual ways of communication. And it's for both parties to understand what works and what doesn't work.
Okay.
So for example, I may reflect to you that when you do this, it doesn't work, it doesn't help your marriage in any way, it doesn't help the conflict you're having in any way. In any case, it's carrying. Yes, it is what you've been used to, and it is what you feel is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But if it's maladaptive, are there other ways in which you can do what? In which you can achieve the same result you wanted? Because at this time, maybe you are shutting down because you needed space, you are overstimulated, or you needed to teach your partner a lesson that they cannot mess with you, you know?
Yeah.
Or it could be you felt small, and it could be a lot of things. So even understanding what the person is feeling during those times.
Okay.
You know, because those are just reaction. And are there better ways to react?
Yeah.
And also now giving each other space to grow. Because that doesn't mean that if you come to therapy with such an issue and we iron it out, and then you'll go home and it will all be flowers. There has to be that grace you give each other of practicing failing before.
Okay. Okay. The other one we'll talk about is the couples who argue and both of them are overstimulated, and we shall sort this issue right now. And sometimes that also leads to a little beating here and there. So
Call it violence. Call it
yes.
physical abuse.
Physical abuse. So those who argue when they are overstimulated, and first of all, is someone who abuses their family or their spouse and their children, is that a traumatic effect? Is that a response to trauma?
Hurt people. Like, in fact, I saw this on a documentary today. I won't say which one. I'm not here promoting other people.
Right.
But we are shaped by pain and love. But if most of the things that you are shaped, that shape you, is painful, is pain, then that pain will need an outlet.
Okay.
And where's the outlet? The outlet will be to the people that you that are close to you. Yes. So hurt people, abusers, victim of abuse, they become either a coping mechanism of the abuse, that is, they develop an abuse syndrome, where they develop severe esteem issues, depression, those kinds of things, severe traumatic issues, or they become abusers themselves. If they have this innate need to feel they are in control, because remember, abuse takes away from you your sense of security.
Okay.
At the core. So so how you get that up? Some people get that up by abusing other people.
Okay. So how do these two people who are fighting and they are overstimulated, and both of them want to have this discussion now? They don't even want some space to go and think about what has just happened. How can that play out?
No, I'm imagining a scenario where they are watching this as they are arguing. So most probably they will watch this after they have beaten the hell out of each other.
Yeah, they will find it somewhere. Watapatana nayo mahali. Yes. Yeah.
But the first thing, when you have that repeated pattern of violence or overstimulation where you hurt each other, because even I don't have to hit you to harm you.
Yeah, sure.
I can say your nose looks big.
Your parts.
You see, before you go to harming each other because of emotions, how about learning some basic emotional regulation techniques? That yes, your feelings matter. I'm not saying your feelings don't matter, but are you able to regulate your emotions? Then come to solve the issue after. It's all calm. Now, in therapy context, I would want to know, when did it all start? Even before you got married, how are you handling emotions? What did you see from your mother and your father? What are your inner wounds that you are battling, that you have brought into this marriage? I would also want to know about your safety. Because remember, as much as you want to heal and be better, you cannot heal and be better if you don't know whether the next moment you'll be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, first of all, you stay alive. Then we talk about
Killing.
the other things. So I'd also want to know these altercations. To what level? Are you both of you, are you even safe? Because even, let's say we are fighting and we are a couple, we cannot heal when I'm in jail. You see, so these are some of the things we look at. First of all, are you able to create safety within the home? Then we can do these other things of emotional regulations. Then we can strip down the whole marriage and see if there are things we can sort out. Is it the communication? Is it the intimacy? Is it both of your unhealed traumas coming together? What exactly it is? And for every couple, it's different. But I can say this, for a successful marriage, three things need to be very healthy. Communication, intimacy, and the financial, I'll not call it finances, but your financial department or institution has to be healthy. Not the amount of money you have. But how partners feel secure around the way money is being used, who has it, it creates a lot of conflict.
Attention,
yeah. And intimacy, yes. It's not just sex, there's a lot of other things. You have to, guys, I wish you can see me for that,
Tell them where to find you.
So my office is in Ruiru. You can find me on Suntrade Building, first floor. But for booking purposes, my number is 0702492050. 0702492050. It looks like you're trying to cram it.
No, I am good. I have it. We'll pin it up chini. Let's check up chini. You'll see it. Yes. So we are almost done, sadly. But I think we'll be doing an injustice if we leave it at that point. So I want you to talk about parents and disciplining children, because I think you getting into drinking, maybe there was some place you were told, you were not told, no, don't do this. You were told so much, you gained resistance. Like, where shida comes So I want you to talk about parents and discipline, and where is the line between discipline and abuse?
Yeah.
So
now, number one thing is to remember, as a parent, you are first a human being. There's no perfect parenting. So number one, don't go parenting like a robot. Parent like a human. Allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them and acknowledge them. Number two, children learn better from observation than what they're being told. They'll want to do what mommy is doing. They'll want to do what daddy is doing. About discipline. Disciplining children first depends wako age gani, wako stage gani, and what it cannot be. Okay? So there needs to be rules in your home, and these rules need to be realistic and flexible. There needs to be boundaries in your home, and these boundaries needs to be realistic and flexible too. That is to me, okay, and consistent. Not that at one time you're punished for this, and the other time
you're not.
Or one time the punishment for this is this, and the other time the punishment for this is not that.
Okay.
So when punishment becomes abuse, it's when, you see, for example, if you are caning your child to feel better, you even, yes, they wronged, but now it's no longer about them. You don't even remember why you are beating them. You're just beating them because you have this rage inside of you that you feel you need to kuachilia. That's a form of abuse, because the child learns that I'm responsible for my mother's emotions, that I'm responsible for my father's emotions. And that may create a very dysfunctional pattern right along. So the best way to discipline, number one, if you are worked up as a parent, that is not the right moment to discipline the child. So first of all, go calm yourself down, then call the child and say, now you are here because you did this, and this will be the punishment for that.
Okay.
Whichever way you choose to discipline your children, me, I have no right to tell you. But I think I can tell you, if you put your emotions there, the child will get mixed signals. Okay. So make it about them. It's not about you. Okay. What was the other question? You have answered. How to discipline and where the line is. Yes. So we will finish with one more question, and I want you to tell the people, someone who is feeling overwhelmed by life. I want you to talk to that person, someone who is feeling like this is the end, because you've said that at some point you are suicidal. Yeah. So I want us to go there. I was You see, I don't even know whether I'm able to answer that question in a professional manner or personally. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he told me he was listening to a podcast. I was sharing my troubles with my friend, so he was sharing. I heard in another podcast some guy said, when you're planning your life, leave space for miracles and wonders.
Interesting.
Now that's, yeah, apparently they heard it from a famous person who I'm not going to mention still.
Okay.
But looking at it, being overwhelmed, it is very natural and human to feel overwhelmed because you can only carry so much.
Yeah.
We are very limited.
Okay.
And sometimes in those spaces where we are limited, our minds takes us to that place where we believe that is it. We believe that is the reality of our lives. But there's so many other things that we don't know. There's so many other people we haven't met. There's so many other opportunities that we don't even know exist. So leave a little space in there for the unknown. And sometimes just take a step back and release. Spirituality also helps. Believing in higher power. Sometimes knowing that, for me, for example, after this interview, I will think about all of the things I've said. I'm not going to lie to you. All right?
Yeah.
And my limit will have reached there because I already say, you nishasema isha. How it's received or where it goes, if this clip goes viral or doesn't, if I dwell on that, I may not be able to do another interview tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I have to leave that to other people, to the cameraman, to you, to the producers, to Teletrack, to God, to your gods, to...
That's true.
The other thing, self-care. And by self-care, I'm not saying you go to... I've not said that. Again, self-care, it's very wide.
Yeah.
Learning to take care of yourself. What are the things you do for your body too?
Okay.
And there are so many things we'll talk about that some other time. You can take what fits you. The other thing, who do you surround yourself with? Do you surround yourself with people who add on to this pressure, or do you have some people who let you be you or offer these opportunities for growth? And by I didn't say offering money.
Yeah.
That kind of emotional support. So feeling overwhelmed is a very human thing, but there are also other human things that you can do for yourself.
Okay.
And finally, the way you talk to yourself. Which voice do you use? Do you use the voice of, I'm useless, I'll never
amount to anything.
I'm not like so-and-so. Oh, so-and-so is so lucky. Look at her walking. Look at me. Why all, or do you use a voice that would, comfort you?
Okay.
Would your voice, if you use your voice on somebody else, would it comfort that person? So it's very important. So mixing around these things and allowing yourself to live.
Okay.
There are times you'll be overwhelmed. There are times you'll cry. Yes, also. And it's all us. We are diverse, we are complex, but we are also human.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think we've learned a lot. Uskubali. So thank you very, very much for joining me today. So utaomba kura.
Yes, we'll talk to Teletrack Africa nominated me, under 40 national prestigious awards in the category of Counsellor of the Year. So if you liked this video or you didn't like it and you want to see me again, you can go and vote for me. Either way. You can say I didn't like it so much. Yeah, on their website. Yeah, so if you go to the nominees categories, Counsellor of the Year, you'll see me there in a suit and a red tie. I'm that guy.
Awesome.
Japheth
Awesome.
Githinji.
Also, tell us again where we can find you and what your company is called.
I am simply Japheth Muremi Githinji, a counseling psychologist and a mental health practitioner, company and individual. Yes, number is 0702 492050. Physical office, the Ruiru, the main one. But I forgot to say I also have satellite offices, one in Rongai and one in Thika.
Okay.
And I also do online counseling.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sawa sawa. Thank you so much.
Karibu.
Asanteni sana for tuning in. Hope to see you again next time. Please go to our website www.tallytrackafrica.co.ke. Check out your favorite nominee and vote for them.
I'm your favorite nominee.
He's your favorite nominee for this video. Shukran.
For the day.
See you next time.